These guys right here might be the most interesting new basketball brand that I've seen, at least in recent time. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look at these potential bad boys. I'm not sure. I've never worn this brand before, and I just think that these are just insane. These remind me, I'll get into it, just wait. But these are the Equalizer. Equalizer's the brand. The model, I believe, is called the Sphere. And then the colorway itself is the In the Lab colorway, which is really cool because this is actually from somebody that's also on YouTube. So the first thing that I just want to get out of the way is how much this shoe reminds me of like an old Air Jordan. That first impression when you first see something and you're just kind of like, what the f? You know what I mean? And that's what these look like. This look like nothing else on the market right now. You know, I'm not seeing anything like this. This is wild. Every colorway I've seen has been dope. Granted, I've only seen two, but out of the two, they've nailed it. And on top of that, for being a new brand to already like link up with a successful YouTuber, I think that that's really cool because it just shines a light on how much work goes into like this craft, this process. Not just the YouTube space, but also the sneaker space. This is not easy. It's not easy to make a basketball shoe. I know. But I do have a quick story about In the Lab. The original person, there's like a team now, but the original person that started it was, his name's Devin. He's a hooper. He's from the Bay, and I'm from the Bay. So like there was that like connection right there and everything. And I was watching his videos. It was really dope. And this is back in the, I want to say the Kicks on Court days. It could have also been the early WearTesters rebranding phase, but I just remember when they started really popping off, they were doing like giveaways and things like that. And we actually as a channel would help them promote whatever it is that they were trying to promote for their stuff. And then the guy himself, Devin, I've ran into him at a couple of different Adidas events, but there's always been like a lot of space, a lot of people, you know what I mean? So like I'm never able to like really like go and be like, hey, what's up? And then I got my chance. And I f***ed up. It was All-Star Weekend in LA. He and I were at the same hotel or whatever somehow. There was breakfast in the morning downstairs. It was free. Went down there, I went to go eat and everything, and he's the only dude in the little cafeteria eating area. And I so wanted to walk up to him and just be like, hey man, I love your videos. You're one of the best hoopers that I've seen, you know what I mean? Especially from the Bay. Like you don't get a lot of light shined on guys like that unless they're make it all the way to the NBA, you know, like Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, guys like that. Damian Lillard, can't forget him. It's Dame time all the time. But so I wanted to give him his props. However, there's a couple of people in this world that I kind of clam up with. They have like this like aura about them that doesn't make them unapproachable, but it makes me too much of a to approach them.
Squidward.
What?
You couldn't have picked any other word.
Weenie? I was too much of a weenie. That doesn't sound like what I would say.
Thank you, it's perfect.
So I was too much of a weenie to go walk up to him. The first reason was he was eating breakfast. I just didn't want to bother him. The second thing is I was scared. I was a weenie. I don't know how to explain it, but he's just something different. I was not worthy of walking up to him and being like, hey, what's up? It's a little different than when I ran into like fellow Adidas trainers. He's part of that like Adidas training team and stuff with basketball trainers. And I've run into two of those, both of which like I was immediately like, yo, I like your Granted, I was trapped in an elevator with one, so that made it a little bit easier, but for some reason I just talked to them. Devin couldn't do it. Will I get my chance one day? I don't know. Do I want to play basketball with him? I kind of do, but I'm also scared of him too. Like he's one of those guys where like you get intimidated. He's a hooper. I am a hooper, but he's a hooper. There's a difference.
You played with Blake.
He wasn't really playing though.
You've played with...
I played with Langston.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I talked some to him and he whooped my ass. I thought that I had him in a shooting competition. That boy's a bucket.
You've had Curry pass it to you. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know. But Curry's about my size. He feels my size.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He feels like he's my size. He's taller than me. Now, as for the shoe itself, I just want to give a big thank you and shout out to one of our Discord members, Licks with the Kicks. She grabbed these and she sent them over. I didn't even know that they were coming. It was a big surprise and all that. And then when I opened up the box, I was even more surprised because I've been wanting to check out this brand. This is their second model. The first one's a little weird. It's got like a plate. It's almost like decoupled the forefoot and heel, kind of like Jordan 28-ish. This one though looks more like a basketball shoe to me. So I was like really like, man, those are crazy. And again, they remind me of an old Jordan. Like this middle section right here reminds me of the 15s, a little bit of the 14, where it's kind of like tapers and narrows towards the toe. And I just think that it's really fucking cool, man. And they feel like a quality shoe. So I'm really hoping that they play well. As far as as the tech features go, the outsole right here is really nice, firm rubber, and it's everywhere. So this is something where overseas players, whether they're professional or not, a lot of times you play outside. Like that's just what it is. So they made sure to put on some really durable rubber. I love the way that it's overlaid right here. Having something just kind of like wrap the toe like that just looks really cool to me. I've always liked it.
Plus it's practical.
Oh, it's definitely practical. Like this, if you told me that like you slap a swoosh on this and you told me this was the next Kyrie, I'd believe you. Like it just looks like a shifty player's shoe.
I'd say there's some eyeballs missing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good catch. Now the only thing about the whole outsole and midsole setup that worries me just a slight bit is just the plate where it's located. It comes all the way down here, and while the shoe is idle, it doesn't touch or anything, but when I was trying them on, you bend it down a little bit with your weight. The plastic hits the floor just a little bit. I do think that it's in a spot where even if you heel strike, like you're going to break, like you're gonna primarily hit this part before you roll into your forefoot. So I don't think it's gonna be a big issue, but if you hard plant, you might skid out. I've had that happen on some like peak shoes. So that's my only real concern. Otherwise, I don't know, man. Something about these, like these just look beastly. The midsole itself is, I believe, pour-on. They came with this little card, but only a couple of words are in English. So I know that I can use a little translate thing on my phone, but normally when I do that, they're not like in order, like the words, so it's not like in a proper English sentence structure, so it's more confusing than anything. So I believe it's pour-on. I believe the insole is the same thing. So we got this like really nice thick insole and everything. It's got the size tag on there. Speaking of insoles though, along with the shoes, she sent all of these different, because she's over in China, so this is like way easier for her to get. And on top of that, she can get like all the good stuff. So when I'm like buying some of these like that we've done videos on, like Zoom Air and Any Shoe or whatever, like they're just random sites that are selling these, and to me they're never that impressive. All of these are like, I'm like, wow, I want to try all of them. It's something great because you can put that in this. I could put it in the Nightwing 1, like instantly get zoom or whatever. So this is one of them. It's got a pour-on forefoot insert, which is really dope. This is actually does come with my shoe. But what I love is that it comes with the TPU arch plates, but not a high one. So this is good for like neutral arches. We got these ones that feel like a polyurethane. I don't know if it is polyurethane, but they feel substantial. They got little crash pads and all that. Reminds me of what used to come in the Iverson line, but a little bit thinner. And then we've got these Boost ones, but the Boost feels like it's wrapped in polyurethane on top of that. So like, I'm like, man, these are mad bouncy. Like these are dope. And then last but not least, my favorite, full length Zoom wrapped in PU or polyurethane. And these, man, Zoom Air in Any Shoe, boy. Woo. Will I do reviews on all of those things? Maybe. We'll see. Like, no promises. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Now, as far as the upper is concerned, we've got basic textile. It's just an engineered mesh. There are some fuse spots, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I understand this is a lot cheaper to manufacture than something with raw materials. What I do like, though, is that right here at that flex point, they put some big-ass open mesh thing. So it's not only going to be more breathable, but it also will allow flex right at that zone, which, for one, looks cool. Like, it's just dope. Like, that's a neat little feature. For two, it's functional, so I like it. The lacing system. I don't like these wire things. They're on everything nowadays, including these, but they did something different with these where it's a channel, and then they put the lace line or whatever in there, and they're all the same line. So when you yank on one, it tightens the bottom rung, and you could see it moving. It's cool. Like, if you're gonna do something like this, like what everybody else is doing, that's the way to do it, man, because they just flipped the script. They just did some that I've never seen any of these other guys do. No Jordan, no Nike, no Adidas, and I just hope that it holds well. That's my only reason why I don't like these things, is because they stitch the out of like in between, and you can hear them popping when you yank your laces up, and you're like, well, that's one rung down, 4 more to go. As far as their sizes, they do fit true to size. So these are a 42.5, which I believe is a 9 in my size. So they fit true to size to me. They don't fit like extremely wide or anything for anybody curious. Most of the time though, like a Nike or whatever, or Jordan, when they're released over in China area, they're built on a little bit of a wider last for the wide footers that are over there. This just feels like a neutral shoe. I don't know if they'll fit wide footers the same or not. I'm not a wide footer. All I know is that they fit me true to size. I forgot to talk about one little thing. I don't know if the midsole is EVA with pour-on inserts. It's what it looks like. Inside here, underneath the insole, there's like another, like I could see the little bubbled crash pad zone. It's kind of like this. Okay. But like larger space in there. But it also like says like armed with Equalizer cell dynamic cushioning system. So I just believe that's their pour-on thing. And this is the main thing that I'm talking about when like no tech. Everything's named and marketed a certain way to be attractive to your mind. Again, the NW shoe, I could call it light wing foam, the lightest foam on the market, which is maybe not untrue. You know what I mean? It's very light. But I just think that's gimmicky and, you know, it's cool. It's flashy. I like hearing zoom, Phylon, bounce, react, renew, boost. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. Light strike. All that sounds cool to me. But it's just a name. It's just a name. It's all kind of the same stuff. Just a name.
Just a name. This back thing's weird to me.
It is, but I also like it. I am worried that it will hit, but it's just, there's so much little things on this where I'm like, that's interesting. I like this.
It reminds me of the McDonald's keychains you get in the Happy Meals.
It does.
And you just clip
but
them onto your
without
backpack.
the little clip.
Yeah.
Yo, if that was a clip, you could just clip them onto your backpack. You guys should, that was a genius move.
That'd be cool, because you could just hitch it onto your backpack and go to...
Yeah, if you skateboard, if you ride a bike or whatever, and you just walk, take the bus and stuff, you just clip that, it'll air out by itself.
I have so many great ideas.
That's the move. That's the move right there. That would have been dope.
You want to do the giveaway?
Well, before we do the giveaway, I want to know, what do you think about these, like visually?
Okay, so did you want to re-ask that?
Or are you gonna put that in as like a cut? You know what I mean? I don't know. You do that with me. You know, you do that with me. So how do you think that these look? Okay, shit. Moving on.
Giveaway time.
I like the way that they look, for anybody curious.
I like that you like them.
Oh, okay. I think that means she appreciates them. So we have WearTesters Discord community. They're a great community full of great people. They help support our channel by funding it. A couple bucks here or there really helps, especially when it's multiplied by a community. So those people we really appreciate. On top of that, they do like really nice gestures like this that are not asked for, which is awesome.
I knew Lix was sending the Insoles. I was shocked when the package arrived and there were shoes in the box as well.
I was shocked for the first thing this green box hits me in the face. I was like, oh, I got one of these shoes. I didn't know which one, but I was just like, ooh. And then I opened the box and all the insoles were in there and I was... So again, thank you to Lix, but that's the kind of community that we built over there. Nobody hates on each other, but we can still debate with each other. That's the main thing. Like we can talk and not have to agree and it's okay. But we have a giveaway for one of our members and it's right over there. AK
Stoney. I think he's from Alaska, so say hi to my family if you ever run into them.
I'm pretty sure Alaska's really big.
I know. I like to imagine that it's like the northern and southern
water tribe.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not.
I know, because it's not snowy all the time either. My family doesn't live in an igloo. They're normal people.
Anyways, what you're gonna be getting is a pair of these, Reebok, Iverson, and James Harden. I don't remember the colorway name.
We have a video on it. You can see it.
We do, actually, yeah. So Jalik did that one. But you're gonna be getting these. Thank you so much for supporting us and the channel. And I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate everybody. We do giveaways once a month, except for Christmas time.
Oh yeah, you guys need to act now and join our Discord community because the 12 days of Christmas is coming.
Which means 12 consecutive videos with 12 giveaways.
Like a giveaway in each video.
Yeah.
Starting December 1st or whatever the first video of December is.
Mm-hmm. And we got other stuff coming for Discord members. We'll announce that later on and all that. But yeah, they get to see everything, whether it's merch or these. It's my safe spot, you know what I mean? So I could talk to people without having everybody act like I'm some kind of weird. So I'm able to go in there and be like, guys, I'm thinking about dropping this hoodie or this or that, or hey, look at the new shoe, the new colorway, the Mrs. Wing colorway. They all got the first look at it. And so yeah, it's just a great place. It's a safe place. So if you're into sneakers and you don't like all the drama that's out there, like if you're a supporter that is silent, which there's a lot of you guys, you can go in there and you don't have to worry about all these trolls and stuff because they're not allowed. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. We'll see you guys on the next one. So until then, have a good one.